it's Kessie, and today we're gonna do a realistic makeup tutorial from how I go from looking like my natural self to looking like this. And I'm not necessarily saying that this looks bad, but what I am saying is that I don't really have visible eyebrows, and I always have really dark circles, and I'm also just breaking out in a lot of places. So the first thing that we're gonna do is brush our teeth, and then we are going to wash our face. I'm using the CeraVe because this is the only one that works for me that doesn't break me out or like have some sort of weird issues. This is my favorite one that I've tried. I'm 26. I've tried pretty much anything and everything that you can find at Walmart. I've tried every single brand. I don't have a Target, so let me know if there's something better than this. Okay, so I've also been using a tea tree oil, and I'm talking like wet hands, one singular drop. Water is running down your hands because we want it to be very diluted because we're essentially using it as a toner. We just did that. We are going to moisturize. Now, I have tried a few different lotions. This is actually my first use container of Lubriderm. I usually use the matching CeraVe, just whatever their like daily lotion one is. But I don't know. I had a sunburn and this, I don't know. I just thought this one would be more effective for some reason, and I do really like it, and it is on the cheaper option of some that I've seen. As always, we're gonna fold that down and put some on the tattoo. That has been drying into my skin for about a minute or two, and then I'm also gonna go in with another moisturizer, but this one has some sunscreen in it. It's only SPF 30. I do have a drive to work is all spray sunscreen over everything, so I do know that I will have additional sunscreen, but I'm not joking around. We're doing double sunscreen, so we're letting that first layer absorb, because if you put this on over something that is not absorbed, it will turn out all gross and weird. It doesn't matter what moisturizers you pair this with. This mixed with other moisturizers turns into a weird situation. You'll see. I'll just show you actually, because this, you know, it's never gonna absorb like 100%. We're going to work, you know, we don't have time to like sit here. So this is a sunscreen. We're going to, do you know what's funny? I watched a video documentary and it literally told me that like the most effective way to put on sunscreen is to pat it, and that you want like bare minimum 70 SPF, and you want like broad spectrum for all the different type of rays and UV rays coming through. And ever since then, that's what I do, because I watched like a 45-minute documentary. We are gonna put it on the eyelids, be careful, but 100% put that on your eyelids. I don't care what anyone says. You know, you can wear shades, but whenever you're old, you don't want a skin cancer spot on your eyelid. I have seen it. I've worked with people who have, you know, had skin cancer, had chunks taken out of their face. So I feel like ever since working with those coworkers, I'm a lot more serious about sun protection. See, it's like weird. You see that? It like peels in areas that aren't completely absorbed, like little crease area. It's like weird. I don't know. It like peels off, but it only does that if you're pairing it with other lotions. While we are waiting for our lotion to absorb, we're also going to put on chapstick. My chapstick fell and melted into the tip, so because we want it to start absorbing and start moisturizing, because we're going to wipe that off, and you could potentially add color if you wanted to. I probably won't. I don't really wear lipstick. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't use primer, but I also don't really wear foundation. When I used to wear foundations, I would wear primer every single time, but ever since COVID, I really just don't wear as much makeup as I used to. I think I realized that I looked a little bit better without my, you know, 2016 heavy cakey makeup, and maybe I looked better without it. Yeah, I actually don't even own a single primer. So if you guys have like recommendations or something, let me know. But I don't even own a primer, so I'm gonna call my sunscreen layer a primer because it's kind of like a sticky layer too. Go in with, of course, Tarte Shape Tape. This is the one concealer that I have used. I've essentially got this whenever I was like 16 or something, and I've never used another concealer. Once I got this, I've never used another concealer. This is not necessarily the best shade, but it's what I have, you know? So we're going to, and look, it's peeling. I told you guys. I don't know, but I'm also like not a beauty scientist. So because this is mine and because it's on like the literal last bits and nibs, usually what I would do is I would take this out, no joke, get another brush, a clean brush, take the brush, wipe this off, and then apply it with the other brush, because you know these applicators are kind of gross. So that's what I normally do, but because this is literally the bits and pieces and I'm breaking out anyways, is we're just going to put it right on some of those spots. And this is why I'm saying it's not the best color match. It's a good under eye color, but not good for the rest of my skin. And then we have this guy up here. I think those are the ones I want to worry about. Sometimes I will put some like here, but it's really just to like cancel out some loose like eyebrow hairs that have made it through. So usually I also do this in the mirror, so I'm looking at myself in the camera. But this stuff usually dries pretty fast, so I like to hit all the smaller spots that are maybe harder to blend out because they're smaller. Beauty blenders are also kind of gross in the sense that it's like a sponge and you know, whatever. But I really do like the finish of beauty blenders, like versus brush marks or anything like that. I'm not saying that, like, if I had a good foundation, if I had primers, I probably would use them. I just don't have them. Okay, fun fact, this is my favorite brush of all time. It's an It Beauty brush. I got it from Ulta. I worked there, and so, like, I had a discount, but I think it was, like, $40 or something, like, for a to be fair, it's really nice. I really do like it. But we are going to take some setting powder. We are going to dip all that fun stuff. And okay, so we just applied the translucent setting powder all over our face. The reason why I did that is because we had moisturizer and like sunscreen, and I just did the concealer. So honestly, I just like more of a matte look. I'm usually taking photos or like making videos or something, so I just like how matte looks and feels, especially because it's like 100 degrees. So guys, I just took a phone call for work, and no joke, it's been an hour and a half. So this 5-minute makeup look has been over an hour and a half. It's been sitting like this, just been sitting here. We put, what was the last thing that I even did? I don't even know. I think I just did my base, so I'm gonna move on to eyes, I guess. So I'm gonna, switch to my contacts because I don't want to wear glasses today. This is my makeup palette, by the way. I dropped it. But I depotted all my like random things. How awkward is that? How like... But we are just going to do a very, very light blend. A fun fact, I can't do this on camera, so we're using the e.l.f. Roller Lash. I'm not gonna lie, not my favorite mascara. But I do believe in using a product until it's like gone. Will I be repurchasing? Honestly, no. I love e.l.f. I like some of their other mascaras, but this one just isn't it. But I mean, I also don't think that this is like a fair representation of what this mascara usually is. This is the last bits and pieces for me, so I'm like actively trying to get product out of there. Everyone else just have like weird eyelashes. Like that one that just go the wrong freaking way. Why does it do that? I'm back and I have eyebrows. My husband just came home and ruined my whole little thing. everything I got going on. He just had to use the bathroom, and we're in the bathroom. What we did is we just took, this is my current eyebrow color that I've been using. I used the NYX little eyebrow pencil. I love this thing. Love it. It never lasts. Never lasts. I'm always buying another one, so that sucks. But I do keep buying them, so take that as you will. But we're gonna essentially put some little lines in there. I do have block brows, and I'll accept that. But it's also, I don't know, I feel like it's really hard for me to do my eyebrows because of my like eyebrow scars. I don't really know what shape, or like I never know what to do. So I don't know. I'm obviously not good at eyebrows. I don't know what it is, what brand, anything. The pink one. We're gonna take some of that. It is pigmented, so we're going to literally take everything off that brush. And put it on. That's a lot, that's a lot. Bring back the fluffy brush. Fun fact, I keep trying to part my hair in the middle, and my hair does not want to go in the middle. Easy.